Welcome, popcorn lovers. The candles are lit, the popcorn's buttered, and the ghost haunting our 30th anniversary episode isn't exactly terrifying.
Unless you count how terrifyingly cute Casper was, let's be real, he was basically the golden retriever of ghosts.
True, although if I found a ghost in my attic, I wouldn't be thinking new bestie, I'd be calling an exorcist.
And I would be asking what unfinished business kept them here because every ghost has a story.
Of course you would be. Either way, 1995 gave us Christina Ricci, A Haunted Mansion, and the friendliest phantom ever. Today, we're reliving all the spooky, sweet nostalgia of Casper.
So grab your candy corn and let's get ghosting. Casper had quite the production journey. Steven Spielberg championed it and tapped Brad Silberling to direct after seeing his work on Brooklyn Bridge. Originally, Alex Proyas was attached but wanted a darker take. Think like Wizard of Oz.
And J.J. Abrams even did an uncredited rewrite, giving Casper the famous backstory we all know, a boy named Casper McFadden who died of pneumonia at 12. It was a big shift from comics that once said he was just born a ghost.
Filming kicked off in 1994 with Camden, Maine standing in for exteriors, though Whipstaff Manor itself was a studio creation.
But before we go deeper, the big question is, and what you all want to know, is this film worth a watch? Cassie?
Yes. And you?
Do-
My answer was enough. We're done.
You're done. We're done. Yes, it's worth a watch. Yes, it is worth a watch. I know you guys might be thinking, like, why are we doing this? But come on, if you are from our generation, this movie is going to resonate with you. And Cassie and I rewatching it 30 years later,
Yeah.
it still holds up. Watching it as an adult does hit a little different. Back then, obviously, like all girls who are teens, I was crushing hard on Devon Sawa.
Same.
Now I'm struck by like the deeper theme of it, the dad's grief over his wife.
Yeah.
But why does Casper matter? What do we need to know about it? Rewatching it or watching it for the first time, which is crazy to me, but there are people who have not seen this movie. Why does it matter? We're here to give you some fun facts. First off, Casper was the first feature film with a fully CGI lead character. That was groundbreaking for 1995. A single scene of 90 seconds with Christina Ricci and Casper took over 8 months to render.
And adding in all the ghost scenes together, and you get 2 years to finish.
We didn't even know then when we were watching it what was to come, but the CGI still holds up to this day, I think.
I think better than some of the movies we're getting today.
Yeah, so impressive stuff. Then we had the cameos. And I forgot about a lot of these cameos until they popped up. But we have Dan Aykroyd as his Ghostbuster character. We've got these blink and you'll miss him moments where we have Clint Eastwood, Rodney Dangerfield, Mel Gibson, and my favorite, the Crypt Keeper. Spielberg had even shot a cameo of himself, but they cut it out for pacing. But he also said he was glad because he's not an actor.
Good choice, Spielberg.
So big of him.
It's such a time capsule stuffed with mid 90s pop culture winks.
And of course, like we said, our crush Devon Sawa still holds up. That final reveal gave a whole generation their first teen crush.
Yeah.
You probably had a crush on him too, right?
Girl, I had, what are those like old school teeny bopper magazines? I think literally one of them was
Oh
called
yeah.
Bop.
Oh my, yes.
Yes,
And
I would get those, and Devon Sawa was on my wall. One of the lucky ones on my
one of the
wall.
lucky ones. I bet he was. Originally, we weren't even going to see Casper as human, but test audiences wanted that moment, and it's been iconic ever since.
Commercially, the film killed it. $55 million budget and nearly $300 million worldwide. More than just a kid's flick, it cemented Casper in pop culture.
And behind the scenes, Ritchie and Pullman acted with tennis balls marking ghost spots. And that ghostly trio we all know and love, Stretch, Stinky, and Fatso, mostly improvised, which explains their kind of vaudeville chaos.
And Ricci, fresh off the Addams family, this role locked her into the Halloween canon forever.
And when I was rewatching it, because I don't think I've rewatched Casper for at least, I don't even know, 30 years. I don't think I've seen it like all the way through since. I've seen it on
Yeah,
TV, watch it here and there, but it was
same.
super fun to go to the movie theater and see it again. So if it's in your area and you guys want to see it, I totally recommend doing it. If not, watch it at home. When I saw Christina so young, first of all,
I
she was
know.
adorable. And then I started thinking about my favorite movie of hers, which you know what it is. It's Mermaid. And with Cher
Yes,
and Winona Ryder. And one day
yes.
we are going to do that movie on the podcast. And speaking of podcasts, guys, don't forget, we have a podcast where we go way more into every movie. So feel free to hop on over there and check that out. But I just loved seeing her on screen so young. And instead of looking at her as a peer, right, when we saw it,
Yeah,
looking at her now like as an adult to a child,
yeah.
the casting was perfect. I can't think of one flaw with the casting. But I want to know, how many buckets of popcorn is this one getting from you?
I'm giving Casper 4 buckets of popcorn. It's cheesy, sure, but it's also heartfelt. Grief, family, loneliness. Even as an adult, it hits me. I was verklempt, I will admit. A Halloween must for sure.
And what about your popcorn pairing this week?
I went spooky with this one and I did ghost shaped nuggets. I put it in a Caesar salad wrap and it was delicious.
Man, you commit to a theme and I love it.
What about you? What are you giving the film?
I'm right in line with you. I also give it 4 buckets of popcorn. For me, it was pure nostalgia. It was funny, sweet, and still timeless. Totally worth your fall watch list.
And your popcorn pairing?
I was seeing this one in the daytime. I sipped a chai latte, which was delicious. But my official pick, and what I would suggest people have, is go retro. Take it back to 1995. You know what came out that year as far as candies?
What came out?
One, Starburst jelly beans.
The Starburst jelly beans. They're actually really good.
I think I still have yet to try them 30 years later, have not tried them. They actually rolled them out for Easter that year. So this year I will
Wow.
put them in the Easter baskets and I will try some. Also, Hershey's cookies and cream chocolate bar. Look at that.
Eh.
Mix that in with your popcorn, little chocolate popcorn salt action. Enjoy. You're welcome.
Bottom line, guys, this is definitely a must watch. If you can see it in the theaters, we definitely suggest that you do. If you watch it at home, that's just as good. It's actually streaming on Netflix as we speak. Definitely add it to your Halloween rotation.
So for next week, Cassie and I are going to do a little something different. We're going to surprise each other with the very first scary movie in honor of Halloween that we remember seeing. Cassie, we have to roll it back as far as you can remember.
It's gonna be hard, but I'm
It's going to
I'm
be
like
hard.
got to dig real deep here.
We're not going to know what each other chose. Maybe we'll choose the same movie. I have no idea.
Oh,
But join us back here next week when we share our first ever scary movie that put us on this journey to watching films and especially our love of the horror genre.
yes.
So until then, enjoy the movies, everyone, and we'll see you back here next week.
Bye.
Bye.